Hi, this is Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the December Tarotscope 2021 for the sign of Taurus. Okay, here's for the earth signs. Okay, Taurus, I've laid out the cards for you and I've chosen an oracle card. I just want to explain that December is a long month. It starts actually at the tail end of November. November 29th is a Monday. So I've made the first week start with November 29th. So there's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. And the end of the week of week 5 is, of course, New Year's Eve. So it's the very end of December. So I've covered the entire month here with these 5 weeks. The first card for the first week is the Four of Cups. So in the beginning of December, you will be presented with options that you do not want. You are going to be looking at the things you already have, the options you already have, and you're either dissatisfied with them or bored with them, or they just weren't what you want. You'll get even more things offered to you and you still won't want them. Be careful with these decisions. Make sure that you really look into the options being offered to you and don't discard them and don't discount them without actually looking at what they are. Do not take them at face value. You may find yourself coming up short later on in the month for having bypassed these choices. We have the Judgment card next. Now the Judgment card usually means that you are paying the piper. You're coming to atone for something that you've done, or you're being judged and rewarded for something that you've done. So think carefully about how you've been living your life. If you've been very generous and what you think of as a good person and you haven't hurt anybody or cheated in any way, then your Judgment Day may feel very, very good. This can also be a legal card and mean a court judgment. You know, a court case is decided. Again, justice will be served. So if you are guilty of the crime, you may be found guilty of the crime. If you're not guilty of the crime, then you probably won't be found guilty of the crime, with the Judgment card coming up here in your favor. Then we have the Knight of Coins. So at the end of the first week, we find that this is you. Coins are the earth signs and you are an earth sign. So we find that you are going along. You're not moving super quick, but that's not in your nature to move super quick. So I'm not surprised by that. You're loyal, you're reliable, you're determined, you're persistent. You don't give up until it's done. So that's the beautiful thing about the earth signs, is that they usually do see things through to completion, and they do things the way they think is right. So whether that's the absolute right way or not, in their opinion it's right, and so that's what matters because they're the ones doing the work. Then we start out the second week with the Eight of Coins. Now the Eight of Coins shows a person who is mastering their craft, their artistry, their skills. Someone who's taking time and care with what they're doing, and they're trying to do the best job that they can. They're not rushing through it. They're not doing things in a slipshod manner. So this goes along well with the Knight of Coins, showing that you're a reliable person who can be counted on for doing the job the right way. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So when we look at the Ten of Swords in relation to the Four of Cups, we see that this is the ending of something. It's an ending of a difficult situation. Sure, you could interpret this that somebody's stabbing you in the back, but we haven't seen any other cards that even hint at that kind of a situation. So I'm just going to say that this is the end of something. Not a huge thing like the world ending, not a big chapter in your life, but something that was unpleasant is about to come to an end in the second week of December. And then we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess says, listen to your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and keep the secrets that you need to keep. You don't need to give everything away, but know the rules, know what's expected of you, and follow those rules as best you can. Don't forget, you had the Judgment card coming up in the first week. So, you know, there could still be eyes watching you and judging your actions. And the High Priestess is saying, well, but if I know the secrets of how to do things the way they should be done, then there should be no problem with me doing things the way I think they should be done. Then we have, at the beginning of the third week, the Empress. And the Empress is bounty. She's full of bounty, prosperity, fruitfulness, fecundity. She is the ultimate mother. And so she is giving birth to new things. And this is very, very good for you, Taurus. So whatever it was that you were lacking in when you saw the Four of Cups card, you are now the bountiful person. You're the benefactor. You're the one who shares with others. And that's beautiful. And that is followed up by the Sun. So the sun is shining on all of your projects. The sun is shining on you. It's showing you to be a bright and beautiful person who is successful, and everything looks like it's going the right way. Then we have the Queen of Wands. This could be a person who is watching your actions. It's not you. It's a fire sign. And this is a person who is fair. She would never cheat. She would never be deceitful. But she's always busy, and she knows what everybody else is about. She knows everybody else's business. She makes it her business to know their business so that she can be fair and step back and let people do their jobs. In the fourth week, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, this could be somebody new coming into your life. This could be somebody that you can trust. However, this might be a person who is afraid to commit to a relationship. So even though you may have great chemistry with the Knight of Cups, I don't know if this is going to be a relationship that really comes to any kind of fruition, like marriage or a long-term relationship. But he is a person who's in your corner and who likes you a lot and who is willing to go the distance with you. Then we have Temperance. Temperance is saying, take it easy, do things in moderation. Even though this painful situation came to an end, even though you seem to have the sun shining brightly on all of your projects, even though you have the Knight of Cups in your corner, don't forget that you had the Judgment card at one point, and you probably still have the Queen of Wands looking over your shoulder. So don't take risks, don't take chances, walk the middle road, do everything in moderation, and then you'll be good. And then we have the Strength card coming up, and the Strength card is saying that you have what it takes. You have within you the skills, the talents, everything that you need in order to get what you want. So all you need to do is marshal your resources, is to really think about what it is that you want. Because remember, in the beginning of the month, you were turning down every offer. But you had more offers here at the beginning of this week, and you have the sun shining on you. So things should be pretty good by now. And then we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is saying that, yes, there could be a little bit of competition. There could be some strife. There could be people vying for your position. There could be people who are trying to get what you have or just to knock you down from your position. So you need to take that into consideration. What's the best way to put these people back in their place or to defend your position? And that's what you need to think about, Taurus. And that's why we have the Magician. The Magician is very, very smart. And this is you. So you're going to use your wherewithal. And in this middle row, we have 4 out of 5 cards are major arcana. We have the Empress, we have the High Priestess, and we have Strength. So you've got, what, 8, 7, 8 major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana out of 15 cards in this reading. And the Magician is the is, after the Fool, is the first numbered major arcana. And the Magician is very, very smart. He or she knows how to marshal their resources and create what they want. So this is not about getting what you want. This is about creating what you want. And that's what I want you to keep in mind, Taurus, that whatever it is that you're seeking out, you should hold out for what you really want. You shouldn't accept just whatever they're offering you. You should hold out for what you really want, and if it's not being offered, you should create it yourself, because that's the Empress card and the Sun card. Intense creativity, so much successful creativity. And the Magician is the person to bring that all together and show the world that you can create whatever it is that you want. And the final card is really positive, Taurus. It's also a Taurus card. The 9 of Coins is saying that, yes, you will be successful, you will be prosperous, you will have everything around you that you really want, and go for it. This is what you're supposed to be doing in December, is creating this really wonderful environment for yourself in which you feel successful, healthy, happy, and protected. Now let's look at your Oracle card, which is Resilience. It says rise above tribulations. So whatever is bothering you, Taurus, try to rise above it. Realize that you are strong, you're determined, you're very, very creative, especially this month, and you can have whatever you want if you're willing to work hard and create it. You did have the 8 of Coins here, so I know you're willing to work really, really hard, and it's a process, and that's why it's taking the whole month to come down to the 9 of Coins, where you really do have everything that you want. So that's the reading that I have for you, Taurus. Please leave me some comments down below. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know, what you think of this. How did this hit you? Did it make sense for you? Because I think it makes a lot of sense. So that's it, Taurus, and I'll see you next time.